Okay, so welcome. So today's activity, today's project is some simple lantern making with just some very straightforward, fairly easy to get hold of things. So here we've got some willow branches. It doesn't have to be willow, it can be any tree, and they've been stripped down and cut to about 30 centimetres, the length of a school ruler. Okay, and we need 6 of those. So we've got 6 of those for our pyramid shaped lamp. The other thing we need is some tissue paper. Light colour is good, so this is a white, and there's 5 sheets of normal sized tissue paper, average sized tissue paper there. Also, you need some glue, some watery glue. Here is some PVA, but you might have some other water-based glue that you can use, balancing it all in one hand. And also some tape. Here we've got some masking tape, it could be any kind of tape. Things like gaffer tape's quite good. Sellotape can peel off a bit, but you can keep going with it, it'll be fine. And a brush to paste our glue. There we go.
Here's the first 3 sticks, and they need to be attached really well with your tape. So go around one way and then going through them as well. So it becomes a really strong join. And it needs to happen on all 3 corners. Pushed in together. So when you've done that, you bring the next 3 sticks along, and this will be your walls. So again, really well attached. And if you need to get more tape, do that and add even more until you're really happy that it's not going to go anywhere. You persuaded it to stick together, and then all 3 can do that, and then a piece can wrap them all together at the top. And now the bowl is ready for us to mix our PVA glue and some water, and the consistency we want, so probably about 1/3 of the amount of water to glue, about the consistency of cream or custard. And then we are getting our strips of paper ready, and we might cut them or rip them, it's up to you. And pasting all over and putting them on our frame and persuading them on. It can be a little bit fiddly, the pieces can stick to your fingers, they can want to peel off, but just stick with it. Here's the last piece going on to fill in any holes, cover up any masking tape as well. And we can use the brush, the wet brush, just to persuade more down. And here's a few things you could use to decorate or add sort of silhouettes into your lantern. You could use all sorts of things. Here we've got some maple leaves, could be any type of leaves. We've got some bits of wire. You could use things like black paper, cut into shapes, all things that would be, anything that would be good inside the tissue as a silhouette. So because the lantern's still a little bit tacky, a little bit wet, we're sticking leaves straight onto the surface here, wherever we want them. And with some more strips of tissue paper, we are adding them on top to sort of trap them, encase them inside. And the glue and the tissue will help them dry like that as well, so they shouldn't curl and things anymore. It should stay spread out like that. Looks a little bit like homemade Japanese papers, you see, with things in them. It's quite cool. You could do that all the way round if you wanted, but I'm going to show you how you could add something in wire as well, or instead. So the wire you need needs to be something you can manipulate easily with your hands. So something that will bend, not too tough to move. Sometimes people have wire in the shed for gardening and things like that. So maybe have a chat to family and see if anyone's got any wire that you could try. And something's being made for the lantern. You can attach wire pieces together if it's not long enough, just by spinning them around together. And there we go, we've got a person. And the person is now sitting on our surface, and we could hook those hands around a little bit so he's climbing up or dancing. You could have smaller people, they could all be dancing around your lantern. And again, we're going to encase that piece of wire, that little character, that little person, with more layers of more strips of tissue and glue. I'm going to try and put a little bit everywhere, all over him, so he's totally encased. So put our hand inside if we need to. There we go. So we've added any details. Now I'm going to show you how you can add a safe light inside, and this is what you need. So you need 2 batteries, an LED bulb rolled off, and something to go in between the batteries to stop it coming on until you want it on, some tape to wrap it all together, more tape, and a bulldog clip that will help pinch it all together to make the light come on, the circuit, join the circuit, but also so you can hang the light inside. That part of the tool is how you can cut. It's usually a little circle on wire cutters, and that is a blade, so that's a good thing to know, isn't it? And you can make some kind of hook that could hang your light on through your bulldog clip there, and that can go inside the lantern. So you don't need anything like candles, because they can be very dangerous, of course. And this lantern could be something that you have for a lantern parade. So we're pushing the wire out the top here. So, and also bending it over into a hook shape. You can just about see the light fitting inside now. So there is a little hook on the end. And now it can be a lantern that is paraded. The hook could be attached to a stick with another hook on, or it could be on a windowsill in a bedroom. And the fact that it's a safe lamp with no candle means it's perfect. Well done.